All right, it is Tuesday, 16 November 2021 at 5 p.m., and I'd like to call a special Board of Trustees meeting to discuss the 2022 budget to order. A roll call.
Trustee Matz.
Here.
McGurran.
Here.
Nelson, absent. Noonan.
Here.
Pike.
Here.
President Wecken.
Here.
Trustee Zeiss.
Here.
Thank you. Item 2, 2022 proposed budget, open public hearings. Do we need we need a motion for that?
So moved.
Thank you, Brian.
A second.
Thank you, Tim. Our public hearing is open, and next item would be, I guess, the presentation of the proposed budget.
Okay. So this is the 2022 annual village budget for the Village of North Hudson. The major items included with the 2022 annual budget are as follows. After a series of budget meetings held by the Finance Committee and staff members, the recommended 2022 village budget is as presented. The proposed levy is set at $1,610,191, which is an increase to the village property tax levy of $4,668 from 2021. This represents the max total allowable levy that can be taken. This amount includes net new construction of 2.92%, which is $41,340. Total allowable principal and interest on loan payments decreased by $36,672. The village mill rate will be 4.35 per 1,000 of assessed value. The overall mill rate at this time is 23.61, including all taxing jurisdictions. However, this mill rate may be reduced further by the school levy tax credit, which has not yet been released by the Department of Revenue. It is anticipated that unassigned fund balance will be approximately $859,200 at the end of 2021, which is within the 25% of expenditures policy. Shared revenue remains consistent with 2021, and state transportation aid increased $5,314 from 2021. There is a 13.5% increase in health insurance premiums for employees. Alternative health plans were researched, and the current plan is still the best option. Wage increases were included for represented employees. The required 3-year average to the library is included, and there was an increase of $3,251 to the fire contract. $169,575 was included in the use of available funds for the following purchases, of which $71,602 will come from assigned funds. $49,000 for a new police department squad, $80,900 for a public works vehicle, with $57,232 of this amount coming from the Public Works Vehicle Assigned Fund. $7,310 for various public works capital equipment and a computer. $7,420 for various police department capital equipment. $3,950 for new office equipment and computer in the police department. $6,625 for a new copier in the General Government Public Works Office. $13,950 for the 2022 share of the village revaluation. Funds will come from the assigned fund set up for this expense. And $420 for window treatments in the police department. Funds will come from the General Government Building Assigned Fund. This slide shows the comparison of taxes paid in 2020, 2021, and 2022. And it includes all taxing jurisdictions, which is the county, the village, the Hudson School District, and Northwood Technical College, which is formerly WITC. See, the county mill rate will go from 4.33 up to 4.38. The village mill rate will go down from 4.45 to 4.35. The Hudson School District saw another large increase. They will go from 13.59 up to 14.40. Northwood Technical College also reduced slightly from 0.51 to 0.47. The overall mill rate at this time is 23.61. However, this should go down slightly once the school levy tax credit is received. That should be released this Friday, November 19th, and then we'll have the revised overall number. You can see that it's highlighted right now because right now that is the amount we received for this year. So if we receive at least a minimum of what we received this year, it could go down to 21.5, but hopefully it'll go down even more than that. This slide shows the allocation of property taxes. The county levy is set at $1,621,483.23. You can see they make up 19% of the tax bill. The village levy is set at $1,610,191. The village makes up 18%. The Hudson School District's levy is $5,328,306. They make up the largest at 61% of the tax bill. And then Northwood Technical College is $172,212.91, and they make up 2% of the tax bill. Does the board have any questions for me right now?
I do not.
No, very good. Very
No.
good. Very good, Melissa.
I have a question, Melissa.
Yes.
I know I should be able to figure this out, but I can't understand how the levy went down when the property value went up, and I know you've tried to explain this to me, but could you try it one more time?
So our mill rate, it goes off the assessed value, is kind of what determines it, and that's why we're doing the village reval right now, because we're really low. We're supposed to be within the 10% of 100%, either 90 or 110. Right now, you can see at the bottom, this is our assessed valuation for this year, and our percentage is 68.94%, so we're way off. So you calculate it, it's the levy amount divided by the assessed valuation times 1,000. I believe is how you get that. But that's the percentage that we're at. So the assessed value is really kind of what determines what the mill rate goes to.
So did you make that calculation to get that 536 down here at the bottom right hand
Nope,
side?
the equalized value, that comes right from the Department of Revenue.
It does. Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
Yep, so we got sent that. They do the new equalized value each year, and that's what they
Okay,
had
good.
given us. So the mill rate doesn't really go necessarily off the equalized value. The equalized value is used in other calculations, like the fire contract and things like that, but it's not used in setting the mill rate per se.
Oh, they're not associated.
The assessed value is what's really used for the mill rate. And then that percentage, the 68.94, when we get the equated statement of assessment from the Department of Revenue, that's also confirmed on that as well. And they have the same percentage that I have, so that's kind of confirmed in multiple places. Yep.
Anything else?
Okay.
Good? Everybody good? Thank you, Melissa. Very
You're
well
welcome.
done.
Will this be on the village website, the PowerPoint?
I can put it up there.
That'd be great.
Yep, I can definitely do that.
Okay. So, let's see, the presentation is complete. Next item is public comments. I see we have a couple of people from, are you interested in making comments, or are you just taking notes? Okay, no problem. And no other, hi, any comments?
Well, I have a question,
If you could go up to the
Yeah.
microphone and.
but I wasn't sure, is this the only chance I get to ask it?
I'm not sure what your question is, but we need you to, Identifiers, yeah, no, I mean, if it's pertaining to the budget,
Hi, I'm Dan Schmidt, 756 Summit Lane North. My question is actually specifically about this document that's right here on top. I didn't bring my copy, but where you have all the different funds and things broke out, and you have the detail of the general fund. So that was what my question was about. So should I ask it now? Because I don't know if you guys have looked at it, or,
Yep, they have it,
yeah, okay,
but I gotta get get this.
okay.
You don't need that, do you, for your
Well,
question?
it wouldn't hurt if so I could at least reference the right line, but that's okay.
I can get it back to you, just 1 second, I need that. So I can-
Yeah, okay.
There you
So the general fund, it has the 22 proposed beginning fund balance of 1,101,000, and the 21 budget has a ending balance of 961. So I guess I was wondering what the difference, or why there is a difference there. Thinking it's the end of one year and the beginning of the next, and how does it change by 100 and, I don't remember the amount, 140 or something?
The funds that fall into the unassigned fund at the end of the year, calculate the difference, are added to that.
So the 1231 balance that's on here now is that an estimate, or is that a,
1231, where's that?
under the 2021 budget line? Then it's got the total generated fund, general fund,
So you
961.
stated the ending 1231 balance of 961?
Yeah,
Yep, and then the 101, it's the difference of the unassigned funds that fall into it from when when this year's over. Any unused funds that are equated to like extra revenues or things like that fall into the unassigned fund balance.
okay.
And that's why that's higher for the
So,
beginning.
so the left column, the 21, is the budget, it's not like an actual?
That's, yeah, what the budgeted numbers, and that's just where we should end up.
Okay.
But then they'll add on whatever fell in the unassigned fund.
Okay.
Yep.
And then my other question is about the line item under the various funds, and you've got capital projects. And then, so it starts at 164, expenditures of 407, and then a negative 242.
And that's because some of the ARPA funds will go for the Wisconsin Street project to cover the water and sewer. So that's not taking into account the ARPA funds yet.
Okay, so the ARPA funds aren't really on this
No.
page anywhere?
No.
Okay. Are there other funds that the village has that don't go on here?
Nope, that's pretty much most of them.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yep.
One question again, the ARPA funds, Melissa, how do you show that on the overall budget then when it's broken down into your breakdown? Is it a separate line item that comes in
Yeah,
there?
it's a separate fund, but it's not really part of.
Right,
you know,
I understand,
on here.
yeah,
Right.
but yeah. But it is shown eventually that,
Yes, it's in the longer budget, and it will
Okay.
it will show, it's a separate fund that was set up just for that, so we can do all
Good.
the tracking.
I do
that's
remember us
necessary.
voting on that in the finance and talking about setting that up. I just wasn't
Yep.
sure how it was gonna be reported on.
Yeah, there's a lot of tracking involved with it. So
Right.
once we start spending some out of it and
Right.
getting that, you'll kind of see more of that transactions in there.
Good, good, okay, thank you.
that's kind of similar to the numbers we had to crunch into a separate fund in order to get reimbursed from the storm damage, correct? Similar?
I suppose it could be,
The
yep.
storm damage doesn't show up doesn't also show up on the budget.
Right, but it's, but we try to track the separate
Right.
funds so that
Right.
so that when they say, wait a minute, because I know the chief and Melissa and everybody will be working on that for the next month to make sure all our forms are in, so.
Right.
Yeah, this is what's required by statute to have to show on the budget summary that gets published in the paper.
Perfect. Okay, and that would bring us to, since there's no other comments, we close public hearing. Is there a motion?
So moved.
And I'll
Thank you,
second that.
Brian.
I'll second that.
Tim? Okay, and then, resolution number,
We should vote that probably, Stan.
excuse me?
We should probably vote.
Oh, that's right, a vote. All in favor of going back into, we're closing the public hearing, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Resolution, or number 3 is Resolution 2021-14, adopting the 2022 annual village budget and establishing a tax levy. Approval requested. And this is the resolution adopting 2022 annual budget and establishing the property tax levy for the village of North Hudson. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the village board of the village of North Hudson as follows. Number 1, that the 2022 annual budget, the summary of which is attached hereto and made a part thereof or hereof, is hereby approved. I don't read legal very well. Number 2 is that the property tax hereby levied and be placed upon the 2021 tax rolls as follows. General fund, $1,610,191. Number 3, that the village administrator is hereby authorized to delete or create expenditure accounts and to reduce or increase the amounts reflected in the annual budget for such expenditure accounts through the transfer of funds between expenditure accounts with the various departments within the general fund, provided that the authorized expenditure limit of the general fund, exclusive of any contingency appropriations, is not exceeded and the 2022 annual budget is not increased. And this will be, if we have a motion and a second, and we will pass this budget for 2022.
Stan, I move to pass resolution number 2021-14.
Thank you, Brian. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Kirk. Any discussion? Quiet. Hearing none. Let's see. I don't know. Do we need roll call or do we need just all in favor?
Probably wouldn't hurt to do roll
Yeah, it feels
call.
like a lot of spending.
Okay, Mary?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
And yes.
Our 2022 budget is passed. And with that, I will adjourn this meeting at 5:18, it looks like. Thank you, everyone.